From Cain to Christ, overcoming jealousy and bitterness through the lessons of Genesis chapter 4. Dear friends, it is a privilege to be with you today to reflect on the lessons of Genesis chapter 4, a chapter that speaks to the timeless struggle of overcoming jealousy, bitterness, and resentment. In this chapter, we see the story of Cain and Abel, two brothers who offered their sacrifices to God. While Abel's offering was accepted, Cain's was not, and instead of turning to God for guidance, Cain allowed his jealousy to turn into bitterness and resentment, ultimately leading to his committing a terrible act of violence against his brother Abel. But this story is not just a story of Cain and Abel, it is a story of us. For we too are prone to jealousy and bitterness, especially when things do not go our way or when others seem to be blessed while we struggle. But just as God provided a way for Cain to turn from his jealousy and bitterness, He also provides a way for us to do the same. Through the power of Christ's love and sacrifice, we can find the strength to turn from jealousy and bitterness and instead seek the wisdom and guidance of God. We can ask God to reveal to us the root of our jealousy and bitterness and to help us to let it go. And just as God put a mark on Cain to protect him from harm, we too can have the assurance of God's protection as we work to overcome our jealousy and bitterness. And just as God provided for Cain and his family, we too can trust that God will provide for us, even in the midst of our struggles. For God's love and provision is not based on our sacrifices or our worthiness, but on His grace and mercy. So, my friends, I urge you to turn to Genesis chapter 4 for wisdom and guidance as you work to overcome jealousy, bitterness, and resentment. Remember, through the power of Christ's love and sacrifice, we can find the strength to turn from jealousy and bitterness and instead seek the wisdom and guidance of God.